Yo, YouTube, we back at it, man. Y'all called me in the whip again. Like, I really would make this a thing if I was like going out like that, but I really don't be going out like that. So, but I will make it a thing. Since I don't go out like that, I might as well just turn up while I'm out, since I'm really not outside like that, you know what I mean? But YouTube, I was just thinking a few things. So this what we about to share. I'm gonna let Buddy go because he playing that loud ass Future and he driving fast. I'm gonna let him go. Oh yeah, you know, when somebody got mask on the back of their truck, like cosplay mask, you don't mess with them. And it's a brother too. I'm good. I'm gonna let that brother go ahead and have it. He got it. And he driving an Avalanche, a Chevy Avalanche. I ain't even think they made them shits no more. Probably didn't look like it old as hell. But anyway, shouts out to him, man. Hope you have a prosperous day, brother. But yo, I was thinking about a few things, and one of those things I was thinking about is like, yo, it's okay if you live in check to check if you doing it with the intent of building a system. So I think that's what I'm gonna title this video. It's okay to my bad, video fail, y'all. I'm gonna keep it raw. I'm gonna still post it just like that. We back in it, bit. I had some crazy maneuvering. I don't know why that did that. I don't know why. I don't know what made it do that. I didn't even think I changed lanes that fast. But I think that's what I'm gonna title this video. Like, it's okay to be living jack to jack, because y'all gotta realize that when you are building a system, one, you're doing something that's never been done. Even if you're building like a retail store, you're building a shoe store, if you're writing a book, it's never been done. You know why? Because it's never been done because you've never done it. And even if you're in your second book, you know why? It's never been done because you've had one book, but you've never had two books. So that's a whole nother video, a whole nother concept that I want to come up with too, and to make a whole like video about like how it's okay to give yourself some grace when you're doing certain things that may seem like they're things that you've done before, because in reality you've never done it. Like, a parent can give themselves a lot of grace on having 2 or 3 kids, because yeah, you might have had 1 kid but you never had 2. You might have 2 kids but you never have 3. And it just shows that there's levels to life, and the levels to life are really based off of what you have involved in your life during a certain period of time. So yeah, we're gonna say that for another moment. But what I'm trying to tell you is that when you're building a system that's and it's something that you've never been done before, you have to go all in. And I really got locked in on this concept, and I really started feeling better about myself. Shouts out to Grant Cardone. I'm sure y'all have probably heard of him. He's fucking super big, been big for a long time. And if you haven't heard about him, then you need to, you know, learn about him. And like, regardless if you believe in politics and regardless of your stand on Trump, you know, he believes in Trump, he follows Trump. So don't let like his political beliefs and his political standings deter you from understanding the knowledge that he has to share, because he's a very knowledgeable man and he's helped change my life in many ways. But he helped make me feel better about the fact that just like living paycheck to paycheck. Like I was saying to myself earlier, I was like, man, you know what? I was literally saying this before I got on bed. I was like, you know what? I'm living paycheck to paycheck because I want to. Because I make enough money to where I could afford to where I was like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I want to take 3 months off and don't even work. Like, I could actually ball out and save money to the point to where I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to have to work for 3 months. I don't want to have to do this for 3 months. I want to go on vacation. Like, I could have that intent. But see, because I'm building a system, all of that, I can chill, I can hang out, I can just stop working to do whatever money. I literally pour that into the system. I literally pour that into investments. I literally pour that into personal development. I literally pour that into self-care. I pour all of that into the gamble of not gambling, but the gamble of that everything you do when you're taking a risk is some form of a gamble, depending on the knowledge that you have towards that thing or endeavor that you're going after. So I say that to say, all right, let me hold the phone now because I ain't got time for it to fall twice. But I say that to say that it's okay, y'all, if y'all are go living check to check, and you're like, man, why don't I have any money left over? Why am I not, I'm not going to say you shouldn't have a savings and a strong foundation. I feel like you should still have some type of saving ratio to your expenses, some type of saving ratio to your investment portfolio, all of that. Just whatever you can feel in your mind and make you feel comfortable. Dave Ramsey says 1,000. I've seen some people who I recently started following that, says 5,000. People say 10,000. I've always felt like 3 is good. I don't think 10 is like, everybody should be okay with 10 if they can. But I think if you got 3 bands, depending on, and it also depends on where you at. It also depends on where you at. Because you might be somewhere where, rent is not expensive. You don't really go out no more, where you might have a different lifestyle. So 3 is, I think, a good number. 3 to 5-ish is a good number with savings. So, but beyond that, I think it's okay if you are cashing out and living check to check, because all of your expenses are going to a system that will free you to where you never have to show up to a place that you don't want to work, to a place that is named after somebody else, to a place that is a system that was created by somebody else, which is a blessing for you to be there and learn, if you look at it like that, which that's a whole nother video too, y'all. Being able to realize that when you're working for another system, if you look at working for another system from a learnings and an entrepreneur's perspective, it'll change your whole life about a job. But if you understand the blessing behind how you're at a system and a system is allowing you to learn from it, and that's a blessing, and you're working to put all your money into your own version of a system, and it's allowing you to be able to become free one day, but in the present time, you're delaying gratification from doing other things, but you're putting all of your time and energy and your money into what feels like is going nowhere. I mean, if it's essentially not going anywhere, like I think Kevin O'Leary says, where it's just like a hobby, if you've just been doing something for so many years and you haven't made any type of revenue, and you don't even have to be profitable. Amazon wasn't profitable, I think, until like maybe 10 or 15, 20 years after he really built the concept. So, but if you don't see any type of income, any revenue throughout quarters, and you're like, I'm not making any money, this isn't going anywhere, then obviously that is like officially not going anywhere. But if it's like you feel like it's not going anywhere because it's not becoming what you want it to be within a certain amount of time, then I feel like it's okay to keep pouring into that thing and feel like you're living paycheck to paycheck, because most people will make you be scared and think, oh, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. But if you're living paycheck to paycheck for the sake of being a consumer, and you're digging a hole that really is not with the intent to go to another side. So it's like, if I'm digging a hole just to bury myself in it, it's different between me digging a hole trying to get to China, because on the other side is China, which opens up a whole new world for me. And the whole new world is opportunities and all these things, which is how the forefathers from Europeans to Africans all thought about, hey, exploration, expansion equals growth and evolution. So if you're doing those things and you're digging a hole with the intent of being that hole, if you're digging a hole with the intent of having a discovery on the other side of that hole, and not a hole that you're using to bury yourself in, then it's okay to be like living from paycheck to paycheck and like spending all your money. And that's one thing that Grant Cardone said. He's like, nigga, billionaires, they don't be saving money, they spend all of their shit. Like, people who are current billionaires, they put everything, nigga. They took loans out on their mortgage, they went into the debt, they got all this bad debt, and they believed that it would become something one day. And then they went and they leveraged it. And now they went from bad debt to good debt. And now they have the good debt, where they get the credit from the government. They get these tax credits, and they can get all these loans, and all these loans can have tax write-offs. So, like, the game is to understanding your intention, y'all. Intention is very, very powerful. Like, what is your intention on why you are living paycheck to paycheck? If your intention is not in the right place for why you're living paycheck to paycheck, and like I said, if you're digging a hole that's going to bury you, and not digging a hole that is going to go to the other side of the world, which is discovery and exploration and expansion and evolution and growth for your financial well-being and freedom, then that's not the type of paycheck to paycheck living system you should be going by. That's not what I'm encouraging in this video. So if you're taking your money and you're like, okay, I'm doing my normal stuff, and I mean, and first of all, to even be understanding the concept of living paycheck to paycheck for the sake of discovery and growth and evolution and exploration, you have to have some foundation of budgeting, financial budgeting, acumen, financial budgeting, literacy, and at least some strategy in that to even leverage this thing that I'm talking about. So if you don't have that, then you at least have to go backwards and start off just putting your money in the right place first to make sure that you're good. But beyond the budgeting and make sure that you have your numbers in order, all of that other stuff can be going into you living paycheck to paycheck because you're putting it into ABC LLC, or ... LLC or ... corporation, which you're trying to be able to be a vehicle for your freedom at the end of the day. So I don't want to get on here too long-winded, but I really wanted to share that with y'all. Like, it is okay if you are an entrepreneur and you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're cashing out, but you know that you will never give up until you see this thing to the end. So you see it become to fruition to what your intention was towards whatever it is that you're creating, y'all. Like, the world is yours. You can't get back tomorrow, but you can get back the money that you burn. You can get back the money that you put into an investment. And the best thing to do is, as you spend your money along, keep drafting and creating your plan about what you want this money to be and what you see this money turning into. Like, I think that's one of the best things you can do. Like, just don't be like spending money out willy-nilly. Give like I say in my Money is an Art book, every dollar has a job. Like, money take care of those that take care of it. And within their principle that I just stated, that quote, like, every dollar has a job. So even if you're living paycheck to paycheck, make sure every dollar that you spend that has you like living paycheck to paycheck, make sure every dollar that you spend has a job, and that job is a job that's working for your company. So like, your money is an employee for your company that you're building. And if you understand that it has a job too beyond yourself and your dollar, you'll understand like, okay, this dollar is going for this marketing. This dollar is going for this product. This dollar is going for this networking group. This dollar is going for this subscription. You can allocate several dollars on subscription. There's people who become millionaires off of Canva alone, bro. And Canva subscription, I think, is like $15, bro. I have to look. I don't know. I haven't looked at my subscription in a while, but I'm sure I can pull it up on my phone. And you can, if you got Netflix, fucking cut your damn Netflix subscription off and buy Canva. And I have another book I'm coming up with after Money is an Art. It's called the Fasting for Financial Freedom. So it's a planner, and it's a planner that helps people fast for the sake of financial freedom. And one of those things in there is showing you what to replace your fasting for. So for instance, people like lose things and they fast, but then they don't know what to replace it with. So it's like, hey, stop drinking sodas. And then people are like, okay, well, I'll drink juices. And it's like, well, what is the goal that you're trying to get? I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to have healthier skin. So it's like, well, only drink water. So don't drink soda, don't drink any sugar-based beverages, drink water. So that's what the book mostly is, quick synopsis. And in there, you can understand, y'all, like, you need to make sure your dollars have a job and how it relates to you spending your money from paycheck to paycheck. And when you do that, I think you won't feel as bad about spending your money paycheck to paycheck. Because one, you know you're spending your money for the sake of building a system that can free you. You're spending your money and you're digging a hole, but it's not a hole that can bury you. You're spending your money, you're digging a hole to discovery, to get on the other side of the world of discovery and explanation that can free you and expand your horizons. And then you're living paycheck to paycheck for the sake of understanding that your dollars have to have a job within the company or business that you're creating, y'all. So I hope that made so much sense. I hope that relates to y'all, to anybody that needed that was just being discouraged, that's an entrepreneur like myself, that is like working at their job and they want to get free and they want to beat the rat race from the 9 to 5 or from the weekend, from the servers. Like, people always people always talk about 9 to 5 rat race, but people don't talk about the people who are in the service industry, like waiters and hostess and cooks and chefs. Those motherfuckers are living a lifestyle too, and they need freedom as well, because I lived in that one beyond the corporate world that I'm in now. And for those people that are trying to get out to that world too, yes, if you are an entrepreneur and you are trying to build a system and you're feeling like you're living from paycheck to paycheck, I hope this video can help you to see that it's okay to be living paycheck to paycheck, but intention is everything. understand that your emotions and your mind are having a great relationship. Emotion in your mind. Another quick little money is an art plug. One of the quotes / principles is you make money. It takes emotions to make money, but it takes logic to keep it. So you need to have a great relationship. Or your mind and your money your mind and your heart has to have a great marriage. All right, y'all. I just hit 15 minutes, man. Like I say, I just want to throw something on here real quick. Hope that inspires y'all. Remember to stay well, be conscious, and write your world into existence. Love.